And we'll get set up and start sharing out on all the platforms like we got to do. And we'll go that way. Okay. So we got this. Yeah, we're going to just change that. How's everyone doing today?
Excellent day.
Excellent.
Good.
Awesome. Well, welcome to Thursday. I got a question that has nothing to do with high level, but has this week dragged on for everyone? The it seems like for me, like the time change, um, if you guys have time change, um, has just like completely messed up my internal clock.
Yeah, this week's been a nightmare. Just all
Yeah.
across the board. And I keep forgetting that it's the time change. It's time change and it's allergies here. Everybody's sick as a dog.
Oh yeah. Um, yeah, I talked to a few people who are just they've got crazy colds and they're just getting over them and
Yeah.
Yeah,
here,
that's
but
me.
here, just like I feel like I'm staying up later because the time change, and then I have to get up earlier. And
Yeah.
then my body's just not ready to go until the time with the last 6 months where my body's been ready to go. So
Right.
so yeah, it's been an interesting week for sure.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
suffering with that allergies.
Me too.
You can I'm still got a little thing going on myself, so
Yeah, totally. Yeah, okay. Well, let's yeah, it's been an interesting week anyway. So, let's jump in, and if anybody has any questions or anything today, let me know. I'm gonna say I'll show you guys one thing that we updated this week. It's on the Give Points um webhook. We made it so that you can give a title to when you're assigning points in the loyalty and reward system. If you're going to give points, you can add a title to it now, and then that just means it'll show up in the dashboard as a different name. So it'll say you've earned 15 points for, and then whatever you put in there for the title. So for example, in the doc I'm going to share here in our SOP doc at the bottom, you'll see here that I've added title and stuff in here now. So you can add title in the webhook. Title equals, and then put whatever you want in there. I think you probably have to leave out apostrophes might not work, or like, yeah, apostrophes might not work properly. Sometimes it does coming into high level and going out, whatever. So if you put something in here, probably don't put an apostrophe in it, but you could put something like sharing on social media or something like that for the title, and then whatever reason you want to give them points for, and it'll just show up in their transaction record. As just more details about how they got the points, other than you earn 15 points. It'll say you earn 15 points and for whatever reason you put in there. So just to give a little more customization to um to those things there, if that's cool. That's one thing. And then I was updating these pages, found out that for some reason the JavaScript stopped working on one, or wasn't working properly on one of the print QR code pages. And we do have one that's using our normal code. So what I'm actually just going to do, and you can do this as well, it's under the printables, loyalty and rewards in-house poster. I'm going to end up deleting these other ones and just make a copy of this one, and actually just in the new snapshot it'll all be in the latest version, it'll be in there. If you already have it installed, you probably don't want to go and like download the snapshot just for this. um but we'll do printable, we'll just put posters here with QR codes here. I'm just going to update that. And then what we found to be the best solution so far is we have this one here. It says clone. I'm going to change that from saying clone as well. So this one will be this one is just defaults to join VIP. Join VIP. And I thought I changed this already here. join VIP update step. We ended up using a different code that we got from somewhere else on one of the other pages, and it just isn't working as well as this one does. So I'm just going to end up duplicating this for whichever pages we want to print. If you want to have your customer print out QR code pages, all we need to do is go clone funnel step, just say clone in this funnel step. I know, I think it was Royce was asking about this the other day. So, and this one we're going to change from being join VIP to this will be like in house here, and then hit update there. I could probably get rid of that. Two. Let's change that again. There, update that. And then the only thing you need to change in the code for this, I'll show you that. So we're just cloning this funnel step here. It's going to print out a QR code. We'll hit edit here. This will be updated in the snapshot if you guys download it again, but you guys can also just easily make this change on yours. So gonna change this to be, I think it's just in house there, and then click on the JavaScript at the bottom, click on the code editor, and then we're going to change in house there. And then that's the only thing that you need to change. So if we update that and preview it now, for this one, you can print it off. It'll generate the QR code for in-house here. And if we look at this, it'll say in-house. And if we can open the link there, it should bring us right to the wrong page. So I just need to go to the right page and find out which one that is. I forget what we called the landing page for that, but I'll find it. Oh, and we just have to put the proper URL in there. So, well, Basil will just do that right now, the next like minute. And that only applies to the printable QR code pages. I ended up using a QR code that I found with a different system, and I like the looks of it, but it's not working as well as it should. So let's go back to home. Here, go to promotions, funnels, and pages, offers. And then, so for example, we want, oh, it's in-house offer. So just copy that. And then you can copy down the different URLs too. But like I said, I'll make that change on my end. And if we go to printables, back to the rewards posters with QR codes. I think it makes sense. This is something I wanted to do anyways, is put them all in one funnel. That way, when you're setting up the domain for it, you don't have to set up the domain on 5 different funnels. It's just like a bunch of steps that we're removing, so it should be easier too. So just gonna go here and then just change that. In-house offer. And then this should work properly now. Okay, let's just check. In-house offer, open link. And that'll take us directly to the subscription offer for the in-house one. So yeah, I don't know if anybody has any questions about that. That makes sense. Let me know. And we'll end up doing the rest of the pages all in that same funnel. And then if you need to download it later, you can do that. Totally. And then that's pretty much it for updates. We're doing that 21-day challenge this week. That's been going really well. If you guys haven't joined that, then jump in there, because that would be great to see more people in there. And then I just see Juan here has an idea, so I'm just gonna or a question, and I will do that, and then we'll just open it up and get some ideas from the group too. So GHL powertools.com/21-day-challenge. If you guys haven't joined the challenge yet, do that, because that's been a lot of fun. We've got about 30 people in there right now, going through it every day, and that's awesome. Okay. So Samantha's got lead connector questions. Carrie said, nice update. Appreciate that. And then Juan says, I need Ideas to pitch the reward program to a person that sells tickets for concerts. What do you think? I think that's a great idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go over to Sam first because she asked the question first. So we'll just go order of the list here and let Sam ask away, and then we'll just go down the list here. And I think those are great questions today.
Okay. Well, we'll lead first with me just saying that this is going to be really remedial, dumb shit that I ask. And for that, I apologize right out of the gate.
Okay, there's no dumb questions.
Well, yesterday I had my first experience with a client yelling at me, which was a real hoot. He's
Okay.
the people that hired me a week ago, and he's already pissed off that he doesn't have any new clients. And we were just going through the onboarding thing. I long story short, it's fine. I'm going to re-go over what I actually do so he understands that I don't just hand deliver human beings to him on a daily basis.
And
But
what client, what industry is he in, or what is he doing?
he's a plumber.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
it's
that plumbing company that you were talking about last week.
yes, I got them and they have a list. And I'm gonna try to send them emails and reactivate their lists or whatever. But there's some hoops I have to jump through with their lead connector and registering the phone. And so they any question that I have for them, like trying to get a domain or a Facebook login is like next level difficult. And
Okay.
that's part of what's holding things back. And so I started a funnel for them using my own domain. So it would be like the jstarplumbing dot
Right.
com.
Yeah.
And so now I need to create an email address. I sent 400 emails yesterday. A bunch of them got kicked back, so now they're flagged. They want me to do the lead connect, and I know I have that package with you. That's why I'm asking here in this space. What is it? What is that called?
Um, like for database reactivation type thing, or no, sorry.
No, for the domain crap, so I can create an email
Oh
domain.
yeah. So I mean, you don't have to do that with a subdomain manager with us, honestly. So we built that and some people still use it, but it's a little bit outdated now, only because High Level came up with their own things that basically replace that do exactly what we do. With that subdomain manager. We had it set up for it's still relevant if you're using Mailgun and Twilio and stuff like that, but most people are using Lead Connector these days. So it doesn't make sense to use the subdomain manager. But if you want
Oh,
to create, you don't have to use it, so that's fine. If you want to go and create like their domain name, go if depending on who the client is or what you want to do, you can we've gone in the past and just registered a domain name for a client. It's fast, it takes like 10 minutes. You know, you can go and get it if they're being a pain and you can't get it from them, and that happens a lot. That's why
I
we
imagine.
lots of times we set up like we have a domain called Fresh Rep and we have one that called Fresh LP, which is for Fresh Leads Pro. And we do subdomains of that for clients rather than trying to get their domain name from them. But it's easy enough to inside of your system, you can go in here and I can create a domain name for anything that we want, right? So we have vip.freshrep.co here, but inside of here, this does exactly what we used to do, except we are connected with Cloudflare and Mailgun. So here you can go plumbing.freshrep.co, right? This is, and that's probably the exact same thing that you did with Three Little Birds.
Yeah.
Do that. But you can also set up just a really generic domain as well if you want, and that's perfectly fine. So then, and then have it set up like that and just hit continue, and then it'll go and do all the DNS info for you. And then same thing with email. Email, do it off of their subdomain that you create. So if you create them a subdomain for their system there, do dedicated domain and IP, or you don't have to do the IP, but just go add domain. And then here you would do like here would be so we did what we did plumbing. So here I would do m dot plumbing dot freshrep dot co. And then that will create them a domain for emails. Now, any emails that you're going to send out for them would be like info at whatever that's going to be for their email. It'll help with sending, but then again, when you go to send out from a brand new subdomain like that, what you should do is only send like 100 like an hour kind of thing.
Okay.
Don't do a big blast, especially if you just create a new domain for them. Don't send out like 1,000 or 400 or whatever. Just break those up. Do 50 an hour. Do 80 an hour or something like that. And just send them out that way because they do have limits on a new domain because High Level's still using Mailgun as their backend system for all their email. And on new domains, they do throttle it. So some of them won't send if you try to send out a big blast to a bunch of ones. So I think it goes like you send 100 an hour you can send up to 100 an hour for the first day, 200 an hour the next day, and for warming up an account kind of thing, especially if somebody comes in with thousands and thousands of emails kind of thing.
Yeah.
That way. So make sure I have got people either questioning or yeah, I just want to make sure everyone's in the call here. This is supposed to be. Anyways, I got people messaging me about it. But anyway, yeah, so does that make sense? Set
Yes.
them
Thank
up
you
that
so
way.
much. Thank you. I'm going to go do all that right now.
Yeah, and then just be clear with them about yeah, like this is what this is what we're doing. It's been a week. We have to do setup, and then just a good lesson for the future too is that when you take on a client, set the expectation of it's going to take us a week to do setup
Yeah.
or something like that. So
Yeah.
they know. The Shan talked about this the other day she didn't really say about not setting expectations, but on the call yesterday for the 21-day challenge, she was just saying it's easy to overpromise what you're going to do and then they have the wrong expectations and either you end up quoting really high or you slam yourself with too much work. And that's happened in the past where especially like say for example when Chandel has written a quote for a client and put together a big package and she's like we'll have everything ready to go in a week, but there's like funnels and follow up and messaging and like we're running ads and it's all these things. And I'm like, that's just way too much. We need to just like, we need to, and this, we just need to spread it out over. Here's what we're doing month one.
Right.
We're focusing on these 2 or 3 things and we're going to get this all set up, everything running smoothly. And then, month 2, phase 2, we're going to do this, rather than being in the next 2 weeks, we're going to have everything that we promised you rolling. And
Right.
it's easy to completely forget you have a life and you have other customers and you have other things going on and because you're like well this shouldn't take that long, but lots of times it does. Just setting up a funnel page with a really quick an opt-in with a video and a opt-in video and just a notification that I set that up for one of our clients last night. It still took 2 hours.
Yeah.
After you go get the domain name, you set that all up, create the messaging, link everything up, do your URLs or whatever you're doing and and then test it to make sure everything's working. It still takes you 2 hours. So
Yeah.
it's easy to forget that. So it's just a good idea to leave yourself enough time in there to get everything set up. And then have the
Thank you.
client have the expectation of this isn't an instant thing. So how did you come along with getting the database reactivation? Because I know just setting up a page for that and doing that kind of thing.
Good. That all went really well.
Okay, awesome.
A whole day, but
Yeah.
I got it done.
Yeah, totally. Okay, cool.
Thank
Right on.
you.
You're welcome. Um, do do do. I know Jason, you sent me a couple of videos. I didn't get a chance to look at them, but we'll jump into your questions here right away. To what else do we have? Maybe we'll just maybe Jason will yeah, let's just jump into your questions really quick. Let me know what you got here and we'll answer those.
Okay. I'll just do a couple.
Because we chatted about it quick yesterday, but then I didn't get a chance to look at those videos you sent over.
Right. So
I guess my main one is looking from the customers, the person who's has the business that's doing the rewards. And
Yep.
we talked about them interfaces on a tablet or on a phone. Um,
Yes.
what are they using on the phone? Are they going through GHL? Because it's like what
So what you can do is you can actually, if you want to give them, so for the things like if they're processing a coupon or they're processing a voucher or anything like that, they can scan the QR code on the page, and that takes them just to another funnel page that they don't have to log into high level or anything. That's just like their own little funnel page that will allow them to process those certificates and
okay,
everything there. So they don't need to log into high level or anything for that.
okay. And then my other question was, is there supposed to be in the custom links? Should we have a custom links for loyalty cards? Or
Loyalty cards are in the there isn't a separate link for loyalty cards. So the loyalty cards, if you look in the restaurant snapshot, are under sites. There's nowhere, there's no like back end like setup or information for that. Basically, you as an agency just pick how many points are going to do. You can set up your design for the loyalty card in our dashboard, and then they can basically go to it. There's we don't have anything else that is attached to loyalty cards. So under here, under funnels, you'll see rewards loyalty card, and here is all the things here for this. We also have a tablet check-in there too. So if you wanted to do a check-in, a tablet on the front end, you could do that, and they can earn a stamp every time they check in there. But this is basically where they would go. Like the customer would scan a QR code here. This is the QR code page that they'd scan or print out. They scan that QR code. That's going to bring them to the sign up page here. They can sign up to get their QR code. And then this is basically what the customer has. Now, when the business goes and scans that QR code, it's going to take them over to the loyalty card admin page here.
okay.
Again, they don't have to log in for anything. And then they can give stamps. They can approve stamps to go through there.
Okay, so that's where they approve the stamps. All right, I
Yeah.
got
So then
that's
the
what I
only
was
thing,
missing.
only thing as far as the agency goes, here, let me see. The only thing as far as the loyalty stamps goes there is let's go smart scripts. Let's go to web apps. It's under loyalty cards here. So under loyalty cards here, settings. This is where you can change the background and you can change the file for the stamps. And then you can change whether you're doing 10 stamps or 5 stamps.
Okay, I guess I was missing where that's implemented and it's on that funnel page that you showed me.
Okay, yeah.
Got it.
So this is where you would change those things here because the card gets dynamically generated whenever stamps are added to it.
Got it.
And then it gets saved and displayed that way. So depending on how many stamps they have in their back end or in their contact record, it'll pass that to the page, and then it'll pass it to our system. We'll generate the graphic for the stamps card using
Hmm.
whatever's in here. There's a default in here already, which is the black and red and gold kind of thing. But if you upload your own here, it will overwrite that. And then here you just have to make like 800 by 460 for the background, just a generic color kind of thing, whatever you want to do for that. And then you make your stamp here a PNG that is 105 pixels, that 105 pixels, and you want it to be round. Okay.
Okay.
So our system will automatically put in the white markers for however many stamps you're using. And then if you upload a file that is this size, then it'll stamp those on there in the correct spots.
Okay. I got a couple other questions, but I'm gonna go ahead and let somebody else go first
Okay.
and see.
Let's jump over to Juan because he had a good question.
Thanks.
Yeah, you had a good question here. Ideas to pitch the rewards program to a person that sells tickets for concerts. Yeah, you want to, so yeah, maybe tell us about that.
Yeah. I have a friend that. Hi, everybody. I have a friend that has these concerts, and
Yeah,
I was telling about the rewards program. So I don't know how to, tropicalize it to become it viral, things like that. So people can probably get points, and then he would give something like a coupon or discount. But he wants to make sure that that he doesn't have somebody cheating on the system, things like that.
right. So what system does he use? How does he sell tickets now?
Probably. Well, this concert is for Ticketmaster. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know about um integrating with Ticketmaster or how he would track the customer through there. If there's any way of
Mm-hmm.
bringing that customer from Ticketmaster into high level, then you could
Okay.
totally
I
do
don't know.
it.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
that's that's one of the challenges. Otherwise, you'd be like manually doing it.
Okay.
What we've done for event venues and event businesses is using the promotions manager to send out weekly updates for events that are happening. So, for example, here I'll show you this one. It's called Rust Belt. And they're an event venue, and they send out a weekly message that says, "Hey, Rust Belt fans, here's what's happening this weekend." And they're more of an event venue. But then when you click through to go to this, then you can see all the concerts and stuff that they have going on, and then once you click in here, you can go through to go get tickets at the bottom. Like you
Okay.
can do the go get
Okay.
tickets button. So it's just a way of him staying in touch with his customers. So if he has a way of, does he have an event venue, or does he have, or is he like a promoter, or what is he
He's
doing?
like a promoter. Yeah, it's a promoter. The venue
Okay.
is always different. Yeah.
So that's one thing he can do. If he starts building up his customer list, however he's going to do it, and then
Like,
use the promotion system to create a list of all events and upcoming events and stuff like that, then he can use that to send out to his customer list via SMS, and they can just click on the button at the bottom to go over to Ticketmaster to go buy tickets.
okay. Okay. Got it.
That's how I do
Okay.
it. I don't know if I'd be able to integrate rewards. So I mean, so here's what you could do. If you wanted to give points, you could give points for um referrals,
Yeah, for
other
referrals
people referring
to
people to
try
join
to
that
become it
VIP,
viral. Yes.
right?
Could
Um
you could you
Okay.
give points for clicking on the link through a trigger link or something like that?
yeah,
Does
but
that work?
yeah, you could. Like we don't have it set up that way, but it's yeah, we don't have it set up that way to give points for clicking on a link. The problem with that is, I mean, then you'd only want to be able to give points once, and if they just click on it,
Yeah,
don't take any action, then you're giving them points for no reason.
yeah.
I
I was just
suppose
thinking
if
out
there's
loud.
any way of, yeah, if there's any way of getting, he must get a list of, does he get it through Ticketmaster? I have no experience with Ticketmaster. I know we use it to buy tickets, but no experience with putting it on an event and using Ticketmaster as the what kind of information you get from that, whether you get a list of customers or you get a list like contact info or what. I'm guessing you probably don't get very much. Juan, do you know?
Yes, I know. I don't know. Sorry, I'm in a really busy street. I
Oh, okay.
apologize for the noise. But I
Okay.
don't know. I don't think they get a list.
Yeah, I don't think so. Anyways, yeah, what I would do is I would personally use the promotions manager to set them up with a way that they can text out their entire list with promotions that are coming up, or like all the events that they have that they're promoting, and have people buy tickets that way, just to
Okay.
increase things that way. And I don't know if he has any other ways to use coupons or whatever, but um yeah, I'm not really
Okay.
sure about
Okay.
how
That's
you'd
that's
use
pretty
that.
good.
Anyways.
That's pretty good thing. Good stuff.
All right,
Thank
cool.
you, Jason. Bye bye.
Um, And then let's see here. So somebody messaging a loyalty rewards overview for salon. I don't have one specifically for a salon. We should be coming out with that next week. We're working on it right now. So I can give you guys an overview. I'll give you a link here that goes to the one that we have for restaurants, and the salon one is going to be almost identical, just with a few changes there. So I'll put the link to the overview video of our loyalty and reward system in chat there. Oh, put this video together to give you a really quick overview. There we go. So I'll pass this over here. I'll put it in chat here. I'm going to just send it out to everybody if anybody needs it. That's just like a 7-minute overview of loyalty rewards. And for the salon one, really what's going to change for that is that we'll have some messaging and we'll have some graphics changed for that. But for the most part, it'll act a lot like the restaurant one, except the difference between doing rewards for a restaurant and pub, bakery, kind of retail space like that is that they don't take referrals the same way that a hair salon would take referrals. So if I referred you to a hair salon, you can go to a page, fill out a form, book a consult, do stuff like that. Whereas a restaurant, you're not going to go fill out a form and say, hey, I would like to come and visit your restaurant, right? You're just going to go to the restaurant. So what we do with the loyalty reward system and points and everything for restaurant marketing is that we're getting more people to join the VIP program, building up their customer list that way so that they have more people to repeat market to. Now you can do a similar thing with the hair salon, get people to join the VIP program, get people to give referrals, but instead of referring people to the VIP program, if you don't want to do that, get them to refer to either specific stylists or refer them to the salon itself where they'll earn points when that person books in. But we're not just getting people to join the VIP. So hopefully that makes sense. And I put that link in chat right there. So if you have a chance, go and take a look. And I'm happy to share that with you. So what else we got here? We got Ray who asked how to raise your hand. I have no idea how to raise your hand, and it looks like you did. So Ray, hit us with what you got.
Yeah, I finally figured it out. So,
Okay.
So a couple of things. I'm still trying to wrestle with my demo account that I'm setting up,
Okay.
and the first thing is the admin password that I have set in the custom values. It doesn't seem to work on the admin page.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
yeah, it like keeps saying it's the wrong password, and I'm triple checking it, and it's the right password. So it's not allowing me to log into the admin
Can you,
section.
yeah, if I can get you to share, even share to me what
Hold
that
on.
page is, then we can
Oh,
take a
oh,
look and see if there's any errors coming up or which.
yeah. So you want me to give you the URL of the because it's up now. My other
Yeah.
question was what is the it's very difficult to find the page because I guess you got to rename we got to rename them all because when you go to try to at the domain manager to set the home page, they're all the same. Well, in that rewards area. I can show you that too, but
Yeah, show me that. Show me what you mean by that.
reward big man bbq.com.
Okay.
You can share it. It's just a demo account. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I
here. I'll just
have a generic password in there anyway.
Okay, so you're saying after you redeem rewards? So where's the password? I'm not sure what you're talking about.
The admin area.
Okay, so I'll have to grab the URL for that. Like, I'm not sure. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. And so under sites, it'll be under rewards. So rewards admin tools. Are you talking about, so the process voucher or?
I'm in the rewards, I guess the rewards funnel. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Oh, the admin page, the admin side. Damn it.
Yeah. Okay, if that's not working, I wonder if that's. I don't see any errors here, but let me see what's going on. Is it giving you anything on this page or is it showing nothing?
It says your password doesn't match. Let me see. I have it on my phone right now that I was on there. So
Oh,
I can,
that's one, that one specifically for a certificate. So, did you just try go to this page and load it up? Or, so this one, you have to send a certificate over. It's not going to load anything unless you send a certificate over to it. And that comes from if you're just testing it,
yeah,
you need to go to, in order to test it properly, you need to go to redeem rewards, and then you have to have points and then redeem for a reward on this page. So if you don't have any rewards loaded and you haven't given yourself any points to test it, when you go to this specific admin page, where is it? Here. No, this specific admin page here, it's not going to load like this one here, this process voucher after redeeming. It's not going to do anything for you because you have to send over the certificate ID so that it can be processed. But if we don't pass that, then there's nothing to show anyways. There's nothing to process, right?
right.
So this one here is this tech admin. We're not using this one here in the restaurant reward system, the tech admin. That is for our actual other loyalty and rewards page. And then the other one is the loyalty contact. That's under the loyalty card. So the way this one works here, this loyalty admin, I should have taken it out actually, because I don't think we're using, I think I left it in because um, we have some of the reward stuff in here, but the way we're using the system is it's not using that page. In our other one, when we're doing like home services and stuff, the way we have it set up is, let's think about like a carpet cleaning company for a second. And that, because this is how we originally set it up, was you refer a friend, they go to the work with us page, they fill out the form on the work with us page. After they fill out that form, we send them a promo that says, hey, get 25% off your next carpet cleaning kind of thing. Here is a voucher that you can print off and save in order to get that. So that would be under, and it's still in here, it's just not turned on because we're not using it for restaurants, but I didn't want to remove everything from the system. Oh, that's under sites anyways. So under automation, this is if you have the restaurant one. Go to, you will see reward system, add reward contact and give points. It might be this one here. Let me just look. No, it's a different one. Anyways, so if you're doing specifically restaurants with it, you won't need that for here. I can't find the page and I might have removed it from here. Restaurant promotions, what's your affiliate referrals? Okay, here. So referral lead request service offer capture form. So I believe this one is when somebody fills out the work with us page, we are going to see if they are a customer or not. We are going to send them a link over to referral lead request service. So we're sending an email that's a template that's in there. And in that template, I believe we send them a link over to, I'll show you which, it's over to the tech page. And the reason is, so then when a technician, because this is again, if we're thinking about carpet cleaners, a technician is going to show up at their house, and it could be the same for plumber, window washer, power washer, uh, anything like that, home service, where somebody's going to show up at their house and perform a service, dog groomer, whatever, mobile dog groomer, I guess. They have a QR code that's on their phone that the technician can then scan. And then once they scan that, they can process their certificate on their end and give them the discount for that initial job. That's the way that we have that set up. And that is for the I have to find it here again. A little bit lost. Just because I didn't have it in the restaurant one here, but it would make sense in the regular one. Here, reward system. And then we have anyways. Okay, so the most likely after looking at your system here, the
Yeah.
reason why that admin password isn't working is because you don't have a reward and you're not passing the reward over to that other page. So let me show you here what that looks like. If we're here, I don't want to do a preview. Let's go this way, sites, go over to loyalty dashboard, rewards login, open that up. Invalid phone number. Oh. Okay, so if we go to redeem rewards, here it'll show us our redemptions that we can do. If we go over to previously redeemed rewards, we're gonna see rewards that we've redeemed previously. If we click on view details, it will take us over to this voucher. Now, when the business scans the voucher, why is it not picking that up? Weird. Okay, so sometimes it picks up the voucher properly and sometimes it doesn't. Or not the voucher, but the QR code with my in-browser QR code scanner.
Mhm.
Okay. Anyways, you scan this QR code, that's going to take you over to the admin tools that you were talking about there. And then it'll load because we're passing over the QR code ID. So I can do it on my phone right here too. And I mean, you could do it on your phone too, and it'll show you. But let's just go here. It's going to take us over to that rewards page
Yep.
right there where we can put the password in. Now, if we don't have a password on there, so I'm not sure why you're not seeing the password on that page. You should see it.
Well, there is
But-
not you might be right. There is nothing in there. I found myself, and actually the admin page that I was going to, I see here is on loyalty stamps.
Okay.
Add loyalty stamps. So that's the other thing I was confused. Like this is the funnel that I'm using, right? As this is the
Yeah. So the loyalty card one is in there. This rewards loyalty card. That's almost a completely different system from we have basically three systems. We have promotions, loyalty rewards, and then we have loyalty cards. And this funnel and everything is in here, but it's almost like its own little system. So you just need to make sure, did we change? Let me check here. Because if I did make the change, then it will. I understand what you're saying. Let me just see here. Okay. So you just need there's admin pass and then there's tech pass.
yeah.
So the admin pass, I think, will work on the loyalty card as well. So, oh, one other thing is you can't, because we're using JavaScript and Ajax and stuff like that to go between the two things. It does it doesn't play nice with some, if you put like a question mark or an ampersand or stuff like that, or a comma or something like special characters into the admin
Exclamation point.
pass. Yeah,
Exclamation.
so it might not work. It doesn't have to be a super secure thing anyways.
Sure.
Um so I think on the in the training I might say like don't do punctuation in there too, or possibly in our custom values updater. On one of them I say don't do punctuation in there because that will tend to mess up the password
Okay.
thing because we're passing it as a URL string and to our server, and then our server checks and it compares what's in the custom value with what got sent over. But again, with high level, and that we get a little bit of issues if you have, depending on the punctuation that's in there. So best if you're having problems with it, don't do punctuation in the password. Just do
Okay.
like alphanumeric.
Yeah, I like the idea of just some numbers, you know. Yeah,
And you
that's
just want to keep it super simple too, so that the
yeah
technician
for the
or
people, yeah,
whoever can
waiters or whatever.
um can remember
Yeah.
it when they're out in a thing, or again just a simple password. And the way we have it set up is you only have to put it in once on one device. So we have cookies set up so that if you're on that device and you have the correct password, it shouldn't ask you for the password again, because again, for ease of speed. So you have one device that logs in, that device we're going to remember it as with a cookie, and then so next time they log in on that device, then it shouldn't ask them for the password again.
Okay.
So that's the only thing I can think of is with any of those, if it's not working, then don't do punctuation.
Yeah, I'll give that a try. The other thing, so on the rewards system funnel, which one should be, do you recommend is the home page? Is it the home one?
Yeah, okay. So that's a good question because we have
Like I got a domain rewards.bigmanbarbecue.com. So like
yeah,
what
so if you're
to
also
get there,
using
what's the best?
it
Yeah.
depends on okay, so it depends on how you want to bring people in. There's two different, you could have multiple different main pages, and it's up to you how you want to set it up. So either under loyalty and rewards, you can either have them come in and join their rewards registration here first. That's one way. But if you have people coming in as like subscribing to a different campaign and getting a coupon and stuff like that, then you want to have them, excuse me, come in through the program registration and offers and the join VIP here. So it's A001 VIP registration offers, and then the VIP registration page. And right now we have it set up so there's no offer on that, but for your main just domain, you could pick up any one of these here subscription offers as where you want your main domain to go. There's no wrong answer for where you want to have your bigmanbarbecue.com to go to. So like, let's say, for example, under our promotions manager, we have an in-house promotion set up. We could send people over to that in-house promotion. And then when they register on that page, then they will get, this offer showing up in their promotions folder. The other
Okay.
option is,
You can have, is there like a default like the latest offer URL? So like page, like where the latest offers will be, because I think that's a good entry point, right?
the latest offers. We don't have one that says what the latest offer is.
Or I mean, is the regular offers page, it lists it in order, or
Yeah, the depending on, so if you come in through the promotions funnels, it's
yep.
all gonna end up on the same promotions funnel, the promotions hub.
Okay.
That's where it's going to take everybody. But you have a choice of which offer you want to give them when they register. Because
Okay.
each one of these ones here is going to be can be a different offer in your promotions manager. So you can
All
create
right.
an offer for an in-house one. You can create an offer for print. You can create one for PVC. You can create one for referral. You can also create one for database reactivation. So those are the different offers. We were talking to
So,
that we should have an offer here on the generic registration as well.
right. So this particular scenario, I have a client who's we're talking about this. He actually just purchased the system.
Okay.
But so he wants to do lunch, dinner, and then I think there's a venue, the Prudential Center. So we're
Okay.
going to create a few different funnels for those, and I guess we would have different offers on each one of those, so they can go right over to the different offer,
Yeah,
right?
so these are just different subscriber ways of them coming in. And again, it's just like what you want to offer to get that sign up, right?
Yeah.
That's what these are. They just give you different options for giving different offers for sign up. So if you wanted to have a different offer for somebody scanning a QR code in-house versus someone registering through a Facebook ad,
Right.
versus a print campaign that you sent out flyers for, you can have three different offers there and they can all be different. They all lead to the same place. They all lead to that promotions page where you can have your breakfast offers, your lunch offers, your coupons, your events going on. You can have that all in the same place. These are just different avenues to get subscribers,
Okay. All right.
kind
I
of
guess
thing.
I'll home through that. Now, the just the last thing. How would I go about troubleshooting? I submitted a couple of forms, and forgive me, I don't know which one. It was one on the rewards thing where you signed up, and it did not pass the first and last name, only the phone number or the email. I think I
Um,
sent you an email about that. I'm not sure which but would that, I mean, that'd be in the forms?
yeah, you may have to. Um, Let me see. I didn't see an email from you about it, but that probably just means it
Sent it
got
to your
lost in my
Jason. Yeah,
inbox.
I sent it to the Jason email. I sent it on March 4th.
Okay, I see.
I believe it was March 4th.
Yeah, I got a few different ones from you here. So let's see, March
But it
2nd.
says observations, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Trying to go to that right now to see.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason I just don't see it. Observations. Oh, observation questions. And the sign up for VIP, and I saw them in the system, but it did not pass the first or last name, even though I entered form. That is super weird if you entered stuff into a form, but it did not.
Yeah.
Um, I submitted a few different forms, including the sign up for VIP, and I saw them in the system, but it did not pass the first last name, even though I entered them in the form. That the only thing that I could like, so you're getting contacts that just have a phone number and no first name, last name.
That's correct.
I can only say that might have been a high level glitch at that point because we're not doing anything. Nothing that we do prevents names or anything like that coming in. But I mean, if we can repeat that, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, I'll hammer away at it.
If you have something that happens like that, recording a loom, is always
Okay.
a good thing to be like, yeah, here's what we're doing and here's what's happening.
Okay.
Because that's just weird if you're submitting forms.
And
Um,
what's the best email to send this stuff to? Is it support at which one? Which domain?
GHLsmartscripts.com. You can send it to that. That's fine.
Okay.
Or you can just email it to me. What if you send it to support, it'll get highlighted in our system.
Well,
Um,
obviously sending it to you didn't help because I didn't get a reply, bro.
yeah, well, it'll go into our system and it'll get highlighted.
Yeah.
Um, March 6th, what day was that? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, or just reach out to me on Facebook, send me a message on Facebook, and we'll get to things faster that way. We're also implementing a ticketing system too that should help out a lot
Oh, cool.
with that. So
A GHL ticketing system?
yeah, we've got one that we built that we're testing inside of high level. So we'll see how that works out. We've used like Zoho and stuff like that in the past.
That's what
Uh,
I use. I use Zoho.
yeah, so we'll test it out and see how things go with it. Just
Okay.
send reminders just to make support a little bit better. So okay,
All right. Good.
yeah, if you
I'm
could
good right
repeat
now.
that, I would love to see it because
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna start working on it now because like I said, this guy just I sympathize with the person who was saying that she got yelled at after a week. My guy paid yesterday, and this morning I got a long ass list of shit he wants to see like within like 30 days. I'm like,
yeah,
you know. So I definitely when she was saying that, I started laughing. And again, this morning I sent him a request for his logon to Network Solutions for his domain,
yeah.
and no reply yet. No
Well,
reply. I
yeah,
said,
like I had a client that I just finished up with too. I said that we'd have stuff done in 2 weeks. It ended up taking just
yeah,
over 3 weeks because it took a week to get the proper
yeah,
logins and
yeah,
everything, right? Like, because
yep,
yeah, send login, sent the wrong login, sent the WordPress login, didn't send the domain, like sent the domain, like it was just weird weird, but that happens, right? So
yeah,
accounting
yeah,
for that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He had that.
Putting
Yeah,
if
he did
everything
that.
goes smoothly and I have everything in my hands in the next day, we'll be ready to go.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
okay. So Ed Scott who said he messaged me. Okay, Jason, you've been very patient. Let's oh, you're muted there still.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, no worries. So, okay, actually just now, I'm getting a 404 code when I'm trying to redeem a reward.
Make sure
So,
that yeah, can you share your screen?
yeah, well, I'm getting it on my phone, but
Okay.
uh
If you're redeeming a reward, you just need to make sure that that funnel has the proper domain on it as well,
you think that's what it is? Okay.
most likely.
Um,
Anytime you get a 404, it's either that the right domain isn't in custom values, or you haven't set the domain on the different funnels, because I think there's like 8 different funnels that the domain has to be set on.
okay, so it has nothing to do with like so if I have my phone, what am I logging into on my phone? I know I know you probably feel like I'm asking
No, it's
redundant.
okay.
So what am I logging into on my phone? I'm sure I have to log into something, right?
So what are you trying to do?
So somebody comes to me with a QR code. I scan the QR code, right?
Yeah.
So that should bring me to what?
That should bring you to if you're going to set it up, one of the registration pages, probably
Okay.
for promotion. So if you're working with a restaurant, somebody has the QR codes on the table or whatever, scan this and get, 2 for 1 appetizers today or
No,
whatever.
I mean somebody has spent points on a reward and the customer brings in the QR code.
Okay, so the customer brings in the QR code, then you scan that QR code, and that should just take, you don't have to, that's what we were talking about. Was it with Ray with which page that you're going to go to? That'll take you to one of the admin pages.
Okay,
So
so it's that.
making sure that you have the domain name set up on just making
So,
sure that you have the domain set up under, it's under rewards admin tools here, making sure the domain is set here.
okay,
Just make sure that, and then make sure, because this occasionally happens, is high level will like put a bunch of letters.
okay.
Like just make sure that it's not they haven't put in like weird letters there. That's like one of the troubleshooting things, because high level, not all the time, but like once every 20 times it will add in some weird letters there, and you'll be like, what the heck?
Reward admin tools. That's under, you're in funnels, right? So
Yeah,
that's under
funnel sites, rewards admin tools.
rewards, loyalty. Hold on, let me go to page 2. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, that could be some, because I haven't gone to that. Okay, so real quick, I'll dig into that.
Yep.
The last thing is, and this is probably something I've already kind of brought up before. Maybe I'm just not getting it. I'm not seeing where, so I found the funnel page to check someone in. I'm not seeing from either side where I can see how many check-ins they have.
Okay. We don't have something tracking the number of check-ins that somebody has.
Okay,
The way that it's set up is when you're checking in, so I'll show you where that is. It's just giving points. Now, if you wanted to set it up, I don't think we're checking, we're not checking in based on just a check-in. So let's go to,
because so it's like you check in 5 times and it gives you a certain amount of points, or it gives you a certain
oh,
amount
so you can do reward check-in number of visits. See if you have this under workflows, reward 001 reward system. There's a reward RC 002 rewards check-in number of visits. See if I have that in there.
I'm sorry, which folder was that in?
RC 002 rewards check-in number of visits. In here, it's set to draft. It was something that we added in. I'm going to say that this isn't fully built out, but this is an example that we were talking to someone about giving rewards based on the number of visits somebody has.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do that. And what we're doing with this one is we're updating the contact field by 1 every time that person checks in.
Okay.
Kind
Yeah, I
of
think I
things.
did see that
This one,
automation.
this one will rewards check-in number of visits. This one will check rewards number of visits, wherever that's equal to. So I don't know if you have it. We built it out in one of our live calls here a few
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Rewards check-in, give points, funnel page tablet. I think this is it here. And I think we made it so that okay, so here we have rewards number of visits, increase that visit by 1. And then we also have give points for a check-in as well. So I'm just gonna add in the new thing that we can do here, which is checking in.
So that's one of the main things that I wanted to get, was just the check-in, you know.
So I would check if you have one of the latest snapshots, you should have that in there.
Yeah.
We just did it on one of our live calls here. But yeah, so rewards check-in, give points, funnel page tablet. Here we'll increase the number of visits every time by 1. So that's rewards number of visits. That'll show you how many visits somebody has. And I mean, we could pull that information up when you go to check on a customer too, that's in the system. I don't know if I don't think we're pulling that in right now, but under here. So every time they check in, you can give them points and you can have them check in there too.
Okay. But
Now
the
just give
customer won't be able to see the points though, would they?
no. Well, the points, you can give them points. They'll be able to see the points in the rewards dashboard. That those anytime they check in, they'll see their points show up here.
Oh, I'm sorry, not the points, the check-ins. They won't be able to
No,
see the check-ins.
no, no. Do you want them to?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess that might be simple. It's just you just add a number it's probably a workflow. You add a number every time they click the button and limit it to
Yeah,
one.
so I was talking with Sam and he's Sam Weir and he's working with restaurants and he's doing something similar with check-ins. But what we're doing is instead of counting the number of check-ins that they do, like getting one check mark for every time they check in, is we're just giving them a number of points. So then we decide what level of redemptions we want customers to have, like how many like so let's say for example 2500 points is going to get them an entree, you know, kind of thing. They
Right.
can redeem their points for an entree. Then we know that every time they check in, we give them 250 points. They check in 10 times, they're going to earn that free entree.
Okay, it's the same thing, but just a different route.
Yeah, so the reason why we did this other one with um the check-in number of visits was that somebody was saying that they're working with an ice cream shop and they wanted to have, and this would work for like fitness and other things as well, as giving people rewards at different level based on how many times they checked in, right? Or how many times they visited. So they wanted to do on 5 visits, you're going to get earn 500 points, and on 10 visits, you're going to get 1,000 points. On 20
Right.
visits, you're going to get this, and then have different rewards that they can redeem for on that. And now you could do the same thing with just giving them points every time they check in. But this way, you could also set a reward level if you want to, and be like, okay, you're at, this one was for an ice cream shop, so it was like you're an ice cream aficionado, you're whatever, right? Ice cream lover and kind of thing. And every time they earn points, you can move them up a different level. And that would show up in their restaurant dashboard as well. Under home, we have membership level, but I mean you could have different levels in there as well. This just pulls
Okay.
from a custom field for that customer.
You know, I went to sign in to my rewards page, and I can sign in either having the phone number correct or the email correct. But
It will end up, you won't pull in any information. It will end up creating a new contact inside of high level.
oh, okay. But yeah, no, but it gives me the same, like I had the same rewards and everything. So it's still logging me
Um,
in. If 'cause
oh,
I
it will,
perfectly did my email wrong and my phone number right, and sent me to my page with the same.
we also have it set up for device. So if you log in on a specific device, then it should still pull up your information.
Right. So okay, because I got cookies and all that going
Like
on.
if you're on your phone and you go in there, then um I didn't think it should, but high level has sticky contact, and we use the high level sticky contact information to grab. So under application here, under like demo.freshrep, high level stores like your contact ID under here. So this is your information in your browser.
Right.
So even if you did the wrong one, it might still have this user information here, and then we'll pull in those details. And
Right.
that's directly from high level.
Okay. Because it doesn't. Yeah. Right. It might just be remembering who I am or whatever.
Might be. I'll
Browser.
test it out and let's see. Um, it's not supposed to have it set up so that it's supposed to erase that info and not automatically put you in if it's the wrong stuff. But I'll have a look. It's supposed to give you like 0 points if it doesn't. But it would only do that. It would only do that if you're on this. It would only potentially do that if you're on the same device that
Right. And the same
you're
browser.
on, or if you. It might also pull directly from this contact ID up here too that we're passing over.
Okay.
So if you went to the page with that contact ID and put your wrong info in, it might still pull it, because there's a different couple of different ways that we've had to build it out so that we can make sure that the information still gets pulled in, because high levels changed their funnel structure a couple times. But if you notice that, yeah, definitely record it and let me know.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't get a chance to look at your looms yet there.
No,
But
I sent them, well, I wasn't sure if it shared it to you in the first place, so I just resent them in the
I know
email.
Shandell
Okay.
forwarded them over to me. She's like, here, have a look. So,
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
Um,
Won't take up any more of you guys' time.
all right. Well, I appreciate you jumping on here, and I'm glad that we can continue going through things. They're all good questions, and I think everybody learns when we do it. And then, so then I've got Courtney Scola here has got one other question for me here. Courtney, do you see that? Is that still the same question?
Yes.
So what's included in the restaurant snapshot? Promotions separate? No, promotions is part of the restaurant snapshot. So if you have our loyalty and reward system, you should have access to promotions as well.
Okay, so then I guess my
No.
question, Jason, so once they so I'm setting up the QR code so they scan and join the actual rewards program for the restaurant. So it's automatically it's automatically enrolled in the promotions thing, right?
Yep. Yep.
So I guess I gotta put a custom menu link on the sub account for the
No,
promotions.
if you just have, if you have our rewards leaderboard one and you have them added to the back end for restaurants. I don't have the page up here, but if you have it, the settings turned on in our backend that says show promotions as well, and you have them added to the promotions manager, the promotions tab will show up here in the rewards leaderboard. So you don't have to have a
Oh, okay.
you don't have to
Okay.
have a separate one here for promotions. You just need to have it turned on and enabled, and it will display in the rewards leaderboard under promotions here.
Gotcha. And so I haven't got, because if you recall, I just recently added promotions to mine. I didn't even know it existed. So then in guiding them, so how then do they send promotions out to their customers? Is there a workflow for that, or that we have to activate? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, so if you have the older one, we don't have you'll need an update for the promotions inside of our restaurant rewards. We have all the updates in there. I haven't moved it over to just the generic promotions yet, but inside of here, they can go and create any kind of just standard promotion, which would be show to all subscribers. And then they can create any of these things, coupon codes, whichever, there. And then under sites, if you did the promotion snapshot, you should have let's go to just rewards. Are you using the restaurant one, or are you just using the older one?
I just recently downloaded the restaurant one.
Okay, so the restaurant one will have it all in there. They don't need to resubscribe to anything as long as they're a contact in the system. They should get access to promotions as well. I think out of the base one, out of just the standard one, I think I took promotions. We don't have promotions in there. It's a separate snapshot that you can add in. And then, but under the restaurant one, you'll see promotions, funnels, and pages. Basically, go into the promotions manager, create a promotion, and then it'll show up in these pages. Then you can have people subscribe to any one of these pages here. If you want to, if they're already inside of your high level and you don't want them to subscribe to anything, you can just go to view, you send them to this link, view display promotions here, which is display promotions, and they'll see all the promotions. So you have to send it out via trigger links. So the best way is to send it out via trigger links. So if you're going to send out a link to your customers and you already have promotions in there, just go to trigger links, and then you see link to promotions page. Use this as your trigger link when you're
Now,
sending out.
just for clarity, Jason, when you say customers, you're talking about my client, not their customers, right?
I'm talking about their customers.
Okay.
So
they
like
would have to
you sign
send
up a
that link.
restaurant or retail or whatever, they get contacts, which are their VIP members. Then you use a trigger link to send out to those VIP members.
And so they will be able to see the promotions in the same window as the like the available redeemable rewards. It'll be all in the
So
same.
the way we have that one set up here is originally I thought it'd be a good idea to put them in here, but it works okay. But what we did here was we just put a button that takes them over to the promotions page, passing their
Okay.
contact ID. So this is all part of the restaurant one, and it's already in there with the same info.
Okay, so there'll be a button on the actual redeem rewards page so they can go over to the promotions.
Yeah, if you click on this, it'll take you over to the promotions page. And you see it
Okay.
passes their contact ID so that we can track them there too.
Okay.
And then we know which promotions to show if they're subscribed to any special promotions.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, if you guys, I don't know if you guys have any more questions. Appreciate you guys
I
being
have
here,
just
like always.
I have
Yeah.
one general question.
Sure.
So on the snapshots, what is the best practice do you go around and rename everything? Do you rename the folder? What's the best practice so that you don't get like overwritten in case you have to update something?
It's a good question. Like I always say to put stuff into a master folder, but then just know if you're importing another snapshot into there, you're generally not going to overwrite stuff, but I don't know. If you're gonna like load the snapshot in there again, you might end up getting some duplicate things, but
Yeah,
you
well,
might not.
I got overwritten on not this one, but another
Yeah.
snapshot. And I lost all my work.
Okay, yeah. So
because I just kept it the same name, I guess. So if I
I
change the
think,
name, I'd be
yeah,
protected against that and just get
if you
duplicate.
go and like load in another snapshot with that like update it,
Yeah,
just you would want to keep track, especially in your master account, of which pages you've updated and changed the design and stuff of,
yeah.
so that you don't update those pages. I guess
Right.
because when you import another snapshot, it'll ask you which
Oh,
pages you
right.
want to bring in.
Yeah.
So that is one way of doing it. I don't know if I haven't tested it, but renaming pages, that'd be a lot of work too, to go through and rename pages and everything so stuff doesn't get updated. You could always create a duplicate of a page and then
Well, I
use
would
that
assume
page.
you rename the funnel, right? I mean, and that
And you
should.
could try that. I actually haven't tried it, so I'm not 100% sure on it.
Yeah, I guess that's a general high level question because yeah, I lost about 5 hours worth of work
Oh
when
yeah.
I updated to a new version of the snapshot. Rookie move.
Yeah, I mean that's oh, you know what? Oh, I mean it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. It's good that now if you import the same snapshot into a sub account, it's not going to create duplicate information,
Right.
because that's happened a lot
Yeah.
and that's worse.
Yeah.
You bring in a snapshot and then all of a sudden you have two of everything. And
Right.
that's the way it was when they first had snapshots. So now I think it's better that if you bring in the same snapshot, it'll update things, which it should. But then if you've gone and made updates and changes to design and stuff like that, then you just need to be aware. And it's probably going to be more to like funnel pages and everything, but
because you can't bulk delete like things like workflows. There's no bulk delete on them,
no.
and there's not even any bulk like quiet or whatever they draft mode. I've got a ton of workflows that I accidentally put in, and now I gotta take them out because they're conflicting.
Oh, you should see, yeah, some of the people that I talked to about
Oh yeah,
how many
I went
like they've
crazy.
got. I've got I was in somebody's account there the other day, and they've got like 50 pages of like funnels
Yeah.
and automations, and I'm like not like 50 funnels or 50 like there's like 20 numbers at the bottom, and there's like
Yeah.
10 on each one, kind of
Are
thing.
you sure that wasn't mine? That
It might have been no. It's other people because they just get all the snapshots and they all load them into their main account to see what it does.
Right.
And then it's just like, wow, you can't even navigate this if you wanted to.
Yeah. And you can't bulk delete them. Like there's no way to uninstall a snapshot.
Which I hope that they come out with
Yeah, me too.
soon enough, like to be able to say, I want to remove a snapshot from a sub account and then be able to pick that snapshot and then remove those items.
Yeah.
Gotta do it one at a time. Like one.
Yeah, it's
One.
a slow process.
Well, I've got a bunch of workflows that I just wanted to put in draft because there were a couple conflicting ones, and I wanted to just strip it down to the basics.
Yeah.
And I worked for about an hour because each one takes like 15 seconds. It spins and thinks, and sometimes it gets caught up. So I got like
Yeah.
30 workflows I put into draft mode, and I still got about 30 or 40 more to go.
Yeah.
The pain.
Yeah.
Anyway,
all right, you guys.
all right. Well, thank you very much again for today. Is there a do you have like like a calendar link or like these? I'd like to put these calls on my calendar.
Yeah, it's
Like
every
like you have a recurring.
yeah, it's every Tuesday, Thursday morning at 10 a.m. PST.
When should I schedule it for?
10 a.m. PST.
It's the same link too, correct? It's always
Yeah,
the
it's the
same
same.
link.
It's the same call. I use the same link every Tuesday and Thursday.
So there's a calendar link already that you have for recurring or no?
No, it's not a calendar link. No, it's just um I just send out an email, and I don't know if you're not added to that workflow yet.
I am, but it all goes into junk, and I don't see
Okay,
it.
yeah.
So
So
much
just
crap.
there's one link. I'll post it. I should post it in the group. It's one link for Tuesday, one link for Thursdays.
Just a
And
tip, maybe you create a recurring meeting and make a sign up sheet for that or something.
You could put that on your calendar though.
I could do it manually, yeah, but I like to just click a link and go. That's it.
Not, I mean, you can like set that up on your calendar. So forever from now, you could just click the
yeah, I'll
link.
Yeah.
have to see. I'm not even sure how to go and do that. So
If
to
you
create
set up a meeting, you can make it recurring, like on a calendar. If you had a
but
calendar,
then how do I share that out with
you
uh
could
new
make a
people?
booking page. You could create a booking page link or whatever, and then when you sign up for that, it will give you the option to add it into your calendar. And if it's a recurring meeting, I've already done it, so I just did this. If it's a recurring meeting, then it'll go on their calendar as a recurring meeting. So
Okay, if you wouldn't mind showing me how to do that, I would 100% do that.
yeah. Let me see.
And just
So in the calendar, you know what? I'll make a Loom video. I got too much crap
if
here,
you could do that,
and I don't want to
yeah,
waste everybody's time. Yeah.
that's
I got stage fright too.
yeah,
So
okay. Yeah, do that.
anyway.
Yeah, create a Loom video, send it over, and I think that's a great idea. And then I can add it, even send it out an email or something like that too. So
Yeah, and then you can even link it on your web page on your Facebook, like only one time, and then they can pick and choose. Yeah, you'll get reminders, but I can choose to go or not. But
Yeah.
the last couple of shows I missed because I didn't get anything popped up on my calendar.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then
I-
we're
I-
also doing a 21-day challenge right now.
Yeah, that's interesting too.
We've got another 2.5 weeks here to go. But okay, cool. Well, I look forward to seeing that video, and I hope I've been able to answer everyone's questions for today. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
You got it.
Enjoy your Thursday. Get some stuff done.
All
Appreciate
right,
you guys.
everybody. You
All
got
right.
it.
Talk to you soon.